Going on, y'all? I'm ready to come back on. Hold on. I know it's like crazy with all this noise. All right, so sound like ice in my windshield. Um, I meant to come back on earlier, so I got a phone call like while I was on my live video. Then I decided I would just call them back, but then it froze up and like they weren't letting it come back on. So um, I just made my phone call back, and then time got away from me. But um, just to finish up what I was talking about on the live earlier, let's get right back into it. You got to have your structuring right with your devices. And I want to urge the facts, okay? Remote neural monitoring, gang stalking, and all of the things that are happening with that particular technology, um, they can do all of that. With or without devices, it doesn't matter or not. I mean, it matters for them. They want to be able to get on there and control the settings and change around whatever they want. But for you, like if I hear a lot of people and they're like, oh, I need to get rid of all my devices and turn everything off and blah blah. Don't do any of that. It's not a good idea at all. You're gonna have to fight for your devices, for the stuff you pay for, that you pay the services and you pay for them and everything else. And you're still gonna have to fight people to do every little thing that you want to do on there. But you got to learn about your devices because a lot of what they do, it does revolve around devices. They can do everything without devices, but then they're doing it for what? They're not, if they're not streaming or if they're not uh, within their networks and whatever, then they're just doing it out of the love to do it or the hate for you or whatever, and the motives are all gone. Like they're doing it for the love of doing it. Um, and I don't really know where the hate for you comes in. Maybe you did something to them, maybe not. And for me, it's a maybe not. I didn't. I didn't do anything to deserve to be tortured for 7 years and have my happiness and my pursuit of happiness is taken away. And these people, look, they would rather uh, sacrifice you, have you sacrifice your own life to do whatever they want you to do. They think that for them it's better. If you just live a certain way and they can live stream it and you don't get your neural monitoring, none of that. They don't want any of that to happen. They don't care. It's making you upset. Oh, so what? Who cares? They don't care. They're narcissists. They have this inward thinking. Um, I don't believe that you can really change it. They can change it if they wanted to, but if they can do things to people that are horrible and come to the realization of what they're doing and still would rather you just have to go through that so they don't have to lose their little streams of incomes that they've created and everything. So, what does that tell you about them people? I hope that police don't come after me. I'm really not going that. No, I'm not going too fast. I'm good. I'm good, y'all. No matter though. When you see one, you're like, oh man, you're going 12 miles an hour and let off the gas, the brake is. Uh, wow, they really went and did that, didn't they? They really went and did that. I'm gonna talk about what I'm gonna talk about either way. So you got your server, which is first. That's your main component. All right, these are what you're gonna have to do if you want to dig in, because the only way you're gonna catch them and get any evidence of and leverage against them to make them get out of your way in life and give you what you want, so you can proceed with your own pursuit of happiness. You got to build this. You got to learn about it. You got your server or your laptop or desktop configured to be at least a Apache server. All right, and then that's your main component, and then from there, that's twice. I don't know. Wait till it comes back. Yeah, that's twice that they shut my stream down when I'm talking about what they don't like. These Howard Circle gang stalkers. Even now, somehow they've got my cellular service routed through their local host. So that's a big problem for me. Um, but yeah, they're doing more. They're doing more than using the basic settings and things that come with the device out of the box. If you can't get an app to do it, you're probably not doing it, and you're gonna have to figure out something better, a better way to operate these devices and things, because they're doing everything behind the scenes, behind your user interface that you're using. Meanwhile, they got 5 people on your phone doing live streams and controlling everything and censoring and regulating and administrating, and you can't even see half the internet. And you go on your accounts and everything else, and you think that these are the settings available. It's because that's what's available to you after they remove this and this and this, and uh, you know things are a lot different than they seem sometimes. You can just believe what you see. You see these things are available in your settings. You know how many times they've removed settings? Loading. Okay, that's the third time that they shut down my signal because I was gonna. Every time it was when I started talking about something they don't want to hear about. They don't want y'all hearing about. So if they do it again, I might start name calling. So um, where was I? Right now, I'm on this video, and for one reason, I can't, because they've got my Pioneer car stereo hacked, and all of the available, it can only have so much things hooked to it, and so it says memory full, and it won't let me connect to it on Bluetooth because they've already got too many devices connected to it, and they're storing information in it and everything else. So my Pioneer car stereo, I've never put any data into it. How do you do that? So they've hijacked my Pioneer car stereo, my touchscreen that I installed myself. I bought it brand new and installed it. I can't use it because they're using it for a Bluetooth network interface. The settings are grayed out. I can't restore it to factory settings. It's grayed out. I can't touch the Bluetooth settings because they're grayed out. Right. Once I started going into the Bluetooth settings and seeing that they had all these devices connected to it that I've never seen before that aren't mine, then they went ahead and grayed out the setting, and I've never been able to access it since. So I've got an unusable Pioneer car stereo, and every time I turn on my car, I reach down and turn it off because I'd rather it be off than to have them using it as a Bluetooth network interface for whatever purpose they use that for. I don't know, man. I don't know. It can't broadcast a signal out, I don't think, other than Bluetooth. Who knows what they're using it for, man, how that works. I know it's pretty advanced, but don't always believe what you see, man. There's a lot more going on. So don't be scared to call somebody either. Customer support and be like, look, what's going on with this? Can I do this and that? Why don't this work? And don't be afraid to think that they don't know what they're talking about either. How many times I call AT&T talking about my hacked internet service, and they always trying to tell me to reset my password. And same old routine. They got a little script they go by. They don't know. They don't know what they're talking about. It's not like they're lying to you and they're in on it. It's not like that. Don't be a paranoid weirdo. They just don't know. They don't know what they're talking about. Most people don't. They haven't not experienced this type of thing. Anyway, I gotta go, y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. All this HTTP requests and response stuff that I got all this history on. That's my golden egg right now, proving everything I ever said.